Hey, what's up, everyone? You are listening or watching the My Comic Book Journey podcast. I'm your host, KNDY, and today we shall focus on the manga Eyeshield 21, going back to 2005 of April from Viz Comics. The writer is Inagaki Riichiro and artist Murata Yusuke. So, what is Eyeshield 21? As you can see from the cover, football player, and some people may like football. I don't hear anything about Japan being good in football, but actually football is actually quite popular in certain universities in Japan, and they do have they do get some competition. And if I recall, wasn't it some world league where Japan beat the United States in football? So it is. I do recall when I went to overseas in Japan to the Koshin Stadium. They had a section there for their football, I guess honoring the football teams that have done well over the years or decades. And yeah, there is some appreciation of Japanese football. Sometimes the name gets confusing because soccer is called football there. So yeah, it gets a little confusing there. Anyway, in Japan, American football may not be too popular compared to the international football with soccer, but there are a few high schools that have football teams, and the NFL does have a game played in Japan, helping to spread the game's popularity. But in 2002, writer Inagaki Riichiro and illustrator Murata Yusuke introduced American football to a broader audience through their manga Eyeshield 21, which has been featured on the very popular weekly Shonen Jump, which has led to several video games and also a 145-episode anime series, which lasted from 2005 to 2008. And there are a total of about, I think, 35 volumes of Eyeshield 21. And the manga can be found in the West through Shonen Jump Advanced Line, Viz Media. Anyway, Eyeshield 21 revolves around a young teenager named Kobayakawa Sena, who has passed his entrance exams at his local high school, Daemon Private Senior High School, the school where his childhood friend Anezaki Mamori attends. Both Sena and Mamori are close because all throughout his life, Sena has been bullied and Mamori has been there to protect him. Living his life as a gopher for other friends, Sena hasn't had any true friends until he meets the devil-looking Hiruma Yuichi and the very huge Kurita Ryokan, who try to get Sena to join their football team. Of course, Sena doesn't know how to play football, but being the new kid at school and getting bullied all the time by those who try to make him their gopher, fortunately the huge Kurita ends up taking care of him. Taking care of the bullies, that is. Out for revenge, the bullies start to pick on Sena once again, but Sena is sick and tired of getting beaten up, and when they go after him, he demonstrates a skill which he has had for a long time: speed. Because Sena has lived his life running away from bullies, he has improved his skills at running, cutting, and doing all he can to avoid them. Immediately, Hiruma wants to utilize him on the Daemon High School Devil Bats football team. Sena just wants to become a team manager, but Hiruma wants Sena to be the team's running back. And because Hiruma wants to make sure that no one can steal him for their high school, or let alone another sport at school, he plans on the disguise that no one but he, Sena, and Kurita will know, and that's putting an ice shield on the football helmet, a dark ice shield, and giving Sena a number 21 jersey, and going by the nickname Eyeshield 21. For Hiruma and Kurita, their goal is to make it to the Christmas Bowl, where the two best high school teams compete against each other. But considering the fact that Daemon High School has been terrible, with Eyeshield 21, can they beat their opponent for the first season, the Koigahama Cupids? And will they find enough players for the season? I've been a big fan of sports manga in Japan, and a lot of their sports are big hits, such as the soccer-driven series Captain Tsubasa, the basketball series Slam Dunk, the baseball series Touch, the tennis series Tennis no Oji-sama, Prince of Tennis. Many of them have this underdog versus the better team type of mentality. Yes, there is a banality when it comes to sports manga series, but there is often this side of supernatural elements that an athlete has. A super kick, a special tennis serving, or hitting ability. And with Eyeshield 21, what makes the series so exciting is that every team has its own special individuals with unique talents. When it comes to the Daemon Devil Bats, the protagonist team, these guys are like a group of misfits put together in hopes to accomplishing their goal and make it to the Christmas Bowl. But they are surely talented. Senna Eyeshield 21 has a special ability of his running and his latest volume. He hones that talent and makes himself even better. We also see new characters pop up and people who join the team, and definitely see how our underdogs getting involved with sports and displays with tremendous skill. Eyeshield 21 definitely showcases that into a storyline, but with characters. In this case, the team is more like the Bad News Bears, and with the Devil Bats, the team consists of characters that are just wild and crazy. Actually, all teams have characters that are wild and crazy, and I suppose that's what makes Eyeshield 21 so interesting and enjoyable. I also like the fact that Senna is somewhat an inspiration to those who have been bullied. Instead of using his weakness as a crutch, he turns his speed to a secret weapon for Daemon High School. And most importantly, for a quiet guy with no friends, the camaraderie of his team is what he needs in his life, and definitely gives him the confidence that he needs to play in sports, but to be the best that he can be on the field. The story is well written, the character designs are well done, and I like how there are extra pages of stories and character info included with each manga. If you're looking for a sports manga series and love football, I highly recommend Eyeshield 21. Definitely check it out. Okay, everyone, that's it for today. I'll see you later. Wink, wink, and later, everyone. Bye-bye.